Okay, Vela, please explain. Distance between me and the reality I keep for. Wait, we're not gonna cross realities here, are we? Ginger Sage. There are a lot of Velas over here. I don't think I should have played this. Everyone is going to hate my song. Ha ha ha. Okay, the Ginger Sages are just laughing creepily. Oh. I hope this isn't as bad as I think it is. Can you hear my heart? It's calling. Hello. This is what music from my reality sounds like. Pretty different from yours, huh? Not really. Do you think I'll ever feel the way I felt when I wrote this song? I hope not. I don't ever want to feel that way. It's so embarrassing hearing myself sing like this. I don't sound so bad, do I? I don't think I ever loved that guy. Do you think this could have ever been a hit? Somewhere I think it's a hit. There are more Velas here than there are Final Fantasy games. Really? That was the 11th. 12th Vela. Which of me is your favorite? I think you're my favorite you. Interesting. 13. I'm the worst of the Velas. I let everyone down. I'm sorry. Maybe my sequels will be better, but probably not that much. What? Have you spoken to all of us? If you get bored of talking to us, maybe you can just listen to my music. Or plug your ears, it's pretty bad. And that is the 15th Vela, and I'm pretty sure Final Fantasy 15 is already out. So when this is over, please tell me that my song is beautiful. Just don't be awkward about it. Don't tell me that it's beautiful like me. Please just appreciate my art. My appearance doesn't matter, only what I make, you know? Like, I appreciate you for who you are. Yes, you're kinda a brat, but Alex, you're really not that bad. I bet there's a reason why you are the way you are. Just like there's a reason I am the way I am. We spent so much time of our journey learning about all of our friends, but don't we ever ask about you? Who are you? Where did you come from? How did you get to be the way you are? I think that's what this song is about. Sorry I lied. Okay, I can't talk to these guys. Alright. Let's exit the song.
It's beautiful, Vela.
Yeah, really nice.
Better than I could do.
It's nice. Not what I normally listen to. But I can tell it's good for the genre. Probably.
Vela has left your party.
I could tell that she wasn't happy with our replies. But none of us knew what to say. The music had shown us a side of Vela that we had never expected to see. A sort of vulnerable side. I felt compelled to chase after her, to tell her the music was beautiful and that she was incredible. But my feet didn't move. I remained as still and as silent as everyone else, my body motionless. I surveyed everyone's eyes, willing my brain to bind with theirs and get what they had been thinking. Had they all hated it? What had triggered such a lack of enthusiasm?
You should go after her. It's what I'd want. Let her know it was great.
If this is Vela's album, why was a guy singing on it? I almost cried.
I hope she's okay. You gonna talk to her, man?
Why me? Alex has left the party. Okay, whatever. Of course the phone rings. That hasn't happened in a while. Hello.
Hey man, sorry I haven't called lately.
Can't deal with this now.
Oh yeah, sorry. Anyway, she's at the playground. Go get her, Tiger.
Thanks, good to know. Let me save. Yes, save the data. Very nice. To the playground we go. What? Oh, it's Halloween apparently. Oh, hello. I just saw Vela run by. She was crying. I think we should go after her. I'm pretty sure she headed towards the arcade. You're a good friend, right, Alex? I try to be. Alright, playground, arcade. Oh. I think the playground was over there as well, because this is just a residential area. There's literally nothing else here. All the exciting stuff is over here. Hello, anyone seen Bella? Up the street and into the park. Burger joint. Hello.
I want to tell you the rest of my story. How I came to be in this reality with you. But I want you to promise not to judge me.
I won't judge you.
I have come to understand certain things. Things I know to be true. Things that I know others wouldn't understand unless they had experienced them. Before I can begin my story, I need you to understand the basics of how I have come to understand the universe. The link between our bodies and physical space is strong, but it is nothing compared to the link between our minds and physical space. Our bodies exist as a visual representation of our minds. They are nothing more. Every mind has the capability of transcending physical form. Many do, even if they don't realize it.
Wow. Okay, so if you're you who's watching is part of SNY, you will probably draw some parallels between this and something in SNY.
The very nature of physical reality is very unphysical. Humans have evolved to ignore the complexities and realities of the universe by using physical form to protect them from the harshness of existence. The very nature of being is to be in pain, is to long for and to be unfulfilled.
Yay, Buddhism.
To cope, we developed corporeal form. The use of physical form is not unlike leaving the light off at all times, obstructing the undesirables in the room. Do you understand what I'm saying so far?
More or less. Please, continue.
When I entered your reality, I was a much different person than I am now. My reality was much worse than this one. I was a girl who was entirely lost. From a young age, people thrust their expectations on me. They believed I was destined for artistic greatness. I was a child prodigy in many ways. I had peaked by my early teens, and I was no longer able to perform or create at a level that could match the adults around me. I was, for all intents and purposes, a disappointment. Picture for a moment being a young girl who can't do wrong. Everything I created, everything I said impressed those around me. I was the perfect child artist, but that's all I ever was. When I became an adult, my body grew, but my artistry remained childlike. I considered quitting piano, considered removing myself from art altogether, but something pulled me back. Somewhere along the course of my life, I had developed an artist's mentality. I knew I wasn't a good adult artist, but I was still compelled to create. And with each new thing I tried, I continued to disappoint those around me. It was May 22nd, 1996, when I met the man who would fix this for me. At 3:02 a.m., I walked into a music club in the city. He was on stage, playing to a small but enthusiastic audience. Each note he played on his guitar seemed to tell me something that I had always known, but had never really understood. After he finished, I knew that I had to speak with him. It wasn't before long that we became both romantically and artistically involved. It was as if knowing him had somehow broken the seal around my mind that was preventing me from creating something worthwhile. The lack of refinement to his playing freed me from the confines of rhythmic and artistic regularity. I don't mean to suggest that he was lacking in technical refinement, just that a certain jubilation came through in his playing that I had never experienced. Our relationship was like a whirlwind of physical and emotional affection. Never had I given myself to someone so literally and spiritually before. Together, we wrote A Distant Voice, and I knew that I still had the hopes of being not only a good artist, but an interesting human being. Something terrible happened on May 22nd of 1997. At 3:02 p.m., his daughter had come home and found us together. He hadn't yet told his children about me. I was a much younger woman. He followed her out and into a coffee shop. I waited for them to return, hating myself more and more for entering his life and making it difficult. I waited there until 3:02 a.m., completely beside myself. And the strange thing is, he never returned. He never came back into his own apartment. I stayed there for a few days, knowing he'd have to come back eventually. And he simply never did. I called his friends, I called his manager, and they all said they hadn't seen him. Just like that, he slipped through the cracks of my reality and never returned.
And you never saw him again?
I did. It was May 22nd, 1998, 12:01 p.m.
How is she remembering these exact times? Like, okay, I get the date, but the time?
A minute into the first concert I had put on since his disappearance. I had refused to do our music live or release A Distant Voice until I had seen him again. Finally, legal pressure forced me to schedule a release for May 22nd, 1999, with a year-long tour to promote it. I watched in terror from behind my piano as he wrapped his arm around a girl even younger than I. This girl was not his daughter, though she was probably his daughter's age.
Yikes.
I left the stage and receded into myself. The man who placed his arms around that young woman was not the same man who placed his arms around me so many times. It couldn't have been. The man I knew would not have put on such a display of affection, knowing it could hurt someone so much. It was in that moment that I longed to leave my reality behind, to sever my ties to my physical form and exist in a different space. For many days, nights, minutes, seconds, I sat in my bed, slowly drifting further into my own depression, slowly pulling my mind from my body. When the separation happened, it was almost immediate. It was so sudden that the painful moments leading up to it felt trivial. I was just my mind, and I had left my physical body behind. I floated until I found a reality that seemed different from mine, hoping to find a reality that contained the him I knew, hoping that he had fallen into this reality, and we could be together again.
Was his voice the one we heard on the record?
No, it wasn't. I don't know whose voice we heard. I was so nervous sharing that music with you guys, I almost didn't realize it wasn't me singing.
Well, everyone loved it. It was amazing.
Really? I can never tell what people think when I show them my songs. Well, what should we do now?
Oh no.
Lead the way.
Let's play the record. Alright. Off to the radio tower. Chapter 4. Mystical Ultima LP Legend. we're just Vela. We're just Alex and Vela now. Alright. So to get to the radio tower, I have to get back to Alex's house. Exit through the back. And then we should be there. After going through the tiny maze thing, we should be there. Hey, you guys are back. Vela, your music was beautiful. So what's the plan now? We should go to the radio tower. That way we can play for everyone to hear. Sounds like a good idea. Lead the way, Alex. Yes. Let's go. I wonder if the entity is still there, or if it left. The rocks are definitely back. Boom. Doodly-doo, Mountain Radio Tower. That's some music. Let's save. Commence and save. I wonder if there's a reason why it's Halloween now. Oops. Let's get the cat. Right, is the entity still there? It's not.
For everyone, time is measured differently. For myself, it was in days since Sammy had been missing. For Michael, it was days until school began and he lost his freedom. For Vela, time was measured in music. A careless and overwhelming existence where the oral world carried more weight than the physical world. For Claudio and Rory, it was days since their siblings vanished from their lives. For Chandra, I think it was days until she could escape counting days since her little brother's disappearance. But for all of us, time moved at the same rate, calculating days until we found a way to feel important.
Should I play it?
Yes, that's why we're here.
Yeah, we've come this far. It'd be stupid not to do it.
I'm ready, guys. I feel like something exciting is about to happen.
Hopefully this isn't a mistake.
Worst comes to worst, we made the world a little better with some beautiful music.
Just do it already.
Ghostbusters? Oh, we're back here. Haven't had one of those creepy visions in a while. Oh no, she woke up!
Witness.
The Essentia 2000. Self-destruct. Oh my god. This is interesting. Okay, so our energy. Right, let's attack. Oops. Okay, we can attack soul survivors as the Essentia. That's new. Oh. Oh, okay, I see. Okay, I see how it works now. I see where the colored sections are now. That was pretty difficult to tell, actually. Those are holes. And we're supposed to press it on the green sections. Right, I got it. So, the red needle... Oh god, that's difficult. Interesting. Okay, free hit combo. Recharge energy. Okay, this is a pretty unique. I like this. Oh, 6-hit combo, very nice. I enjoy. It's like I'm getting used to my power as the Essentia, but I still have no idea what this character's deal is. But heck, we can kill soul survivors. Oh, if that's not cool, then I don't know what is. Let's recharge. Recharge for one turn. Okay, apparently we can't charge. Ah. Rip. Ah.
Witness.
I don't want to witness. How about maybe you witness? Ah. 6 hits are doable, but anything more is really difficult. Oh, come on. Oh. Okay, not charging still does 4 damage. That's incredible. Holy shit, 9 hits. Diet! Targets were terminated. Oh my god. What is this?
Are you guys okay? What just happened?
Holy shit! Did you guys see that?
See what exactly? You guys put on the record and went into an epileptic fit.
It would have been funny in any other context.
I did see it. It was amazing.
It was the woman made of plastic that I've been dreaming about.
Woman made of plastic? What does that mean, Alex?
She's like an android or something, but she's like plastic.
That's happened to you before?
Yeah, like once or twice. It's been a recurring dream.
But the entities that were behind the camera, she destroyed them so easily, and that wasn't Vanish she was using.
Do you think she's still in danger? She was stuck in the van.
If she could destroy the entities so easily, I don't think there's much danger she could be in.
But we need to find her. That's why the entity who was living with me had us play the record, right? To wake her up.
I agree. You're right, but what's actually going on here? What is she?
You okay?
Yeah, I am. But forget it, never mind. I can't really explain it yet. It's just a feeling. Give me some time, and maybe I'll be able to put it into words.
So, what's the plan here? Do we just go and try and find the van this mysterious android is in?
If only we could have seen the outside of the van, then we'd at least know what we're supposed to be looking for.
Interesting.
Hey, Alex, do you have a minute?
What's up?
I was wondering if we could go somewhere and talk for a bit. There's been something on my mind, and yeah.
Alright, let's not be an asshole and talk to Rory.
So, what's wrong?
Well, I don't know. I've just had a lot on my mind lately, and
Take your time, man.
well, I've just been really depressed lately. Thinking about my sister, my parents, just how much life is going to change from now on. My sister was a lot younger than me, but she really was my best friend, and now she's gone. I feel aimless. We had plans, things we wanted to do in the future, places we wanted to go, movies that we wanted to see, new games to play together, and now none of that will happen. Sometimes I wish, you know what I mean, right?
Bad things happen, but life has to move on, right? You don't have your sister anymore, but you have all of us. Michael, me, Vela, Chandra, Claudio. We can't replace your sister, but we're happy that you're still here. If you had become a soul survivor, then we never would have met you, and that's really depressing. I'm not the best with these sort of things, but basically I'm saying I'm happy we met you.
Yeah, thanks. Okay. This is awkward. Let's go find the android or something.
No,
Let's go.
let's not kiss Rory. We're not kissing people here.
I don't think I've ever loved a woman before. Not romantically, at least. I love my mother, and I love my sister, and my cousins, my female friends. I love them, but not in the way that's filled with a romantic sense of love. I've had 7 girlfriends throughout college and high school.
Holy shit.
None of them lasted long, and I never minded when things were over. Something funny happened that night when I went to bed. I had a dream again. Yes, it was about the android, but she wasn't trapped inside a moving van. She was free and human. In my dream, I knew her very well. We'd been together for a long time. We weren't old. We didn't get old. I knew inside my heart how well she treated me. I knew, for the first time, she was the only woman I'd ever treated well. Inside my dream world, she entered my dreams. She entered my thoughts. She filled up every part of my mind, even the parts I wanted to hide away.
Is he falling in love with the plastic woman now with the essential? I mean, she's a heckin' good fighter, and I love her concept, but...
She was like the old Bruce Lee quote, "Be like water." She was my water, rushing into all the cracks. Nothing could be hidden from her. But I didn't mind. She didn't judge. She didn't have a place to judge. She, unlike all other humans, was aware of human flaws. She didn't pretend we didn't think about hatred, violence, jealousy, sex. I was a person. She got that. Oh, if only she was too. She is, and always will be, a woman made of plastic. I know how funny this sounds. Trust me, I do. How can a woman made of plastic be loved so much by a real flesh and blood human? I woke up the next morning in a cold sweat. What was I feeling? It was like a warm light surrounded me. Someone had flipped a switch in my brain, and I now understood something I wasn't capable of understanding before.
Have you finally learned how to read?
I felt a weird joy inside me. Like I had a secret no one else was allowed to know. A secret that was meant only for my ears. And it was the android who told me, but it couldn't. I tried to recall the dream, but it was already slipping away to the periphery of my mind. I couldn't remember specific scenes, but I could remember the feeling the dream had given me, and I knew they wouldn't be leaving me. I thought about Michael, then Rory, then Claudio, then Chandra. I had no desire to see any of them. I thought about Vela and Sammy, and I felt weird, like I had done something wrong, as if I had wronged them somehow in the dream, and just like that. Suddenly I needed to see Vela, but why? Why did I suddenly have the urge to apologize? No, that wasn't it. Thank her? No, I don't know why, but I needed to find her and do it alone.
Okay, this is getting weird. This is getting really strange. Alright. Save your data, yes. And that should be enough for today. We did a lot today. So I'll be ending this recording here, and I will see you all next time on Y2K.